So for this one, we are bold, we are strong, we are smoky, because we are whiskey. Where is whiskey from? So the home country of whiskey is Ireland. It was found in 1405, and the word whiskey was derived from a Gaelic word saying uisge bieta, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, which means water of life. The monks basically used to ferment and then distill the grains for medicinal use. Want to know how whiskey is made? This is how they do it. So the process starts with grain preparation, where the grains are soaked and then allowed to sprout, which is basically called as malting. Then we have mashing, where the grains are mashed into hot water. Then we have fermentation, where yeast is added into the entire thing. Then we have distillation, which is typically done twice for whiskey. Then we have maturation. Maturation is basically aging the whiskey. So, leaving it for quite some time, and the least years of aged whiskey is 3 years. So, it has to be at least 3 years old. And then finally, bottling the whiskey. Whiskey can be made from grains like barley, corn, rye, wheat. And it depends on the type of whiskey that you're going for. For example, bourbon has 51% of corn. Cocktails. So whiskey has a wide range of cocktails that can be made out of it, given there are so many types of different whiskeys that are widely known. But we have the top spots taken by Manhattan, Old Fashioned, Mai Tai, Negroni, and Daiquiri, with the most ordered one being Old Fashioned. What do you mix with whiskey to have the best taste? So there is a go-to of ginger ale. You can mix ginger ale with your whiskey. It's going to taste incredible. Other than that, you have frizzy drinks like soda water or canned sodas, which is diet soda, club soda. Other than that, very interestingly, there is coffee, which is very widely known to be mixed with whiskey. And then we have the citrus juices, which is lemon, orange, etc. So how did whiskey make its way to India? So whiskey came to India during the British colonial era, and this is where the British soldiers were demanding for it. They were asking whiskey to be imported to India for their aid. And the first distillery which was set in India was in the 1920s by Edward Dyer in Kasauli. And the first whiskey that was ever produced on Indian land was Solon No. 1. Today we have lots and lots of whiskey brands going on around our country. But commercially, the cheapest one would be Royal Challenge, that is going to cost you $450 for a 750 ml bottle. And the most expensive one being Bellwine 21-year-old Port Wood whiskey, which is going to cost you a 55,000 rupees for a 750 ml bottle. So these were the whiskies that you can find in your local liquor stores, or the stores around in your city. These prices were strictly based in Mumbai. But there is one whiskey that I would want to mention over here. This is an honorable mention, and it is called Amrut Expedition. This is India's pride. It is internationally recognized, and it is a 15-year-old distilled whiskey. This is costing a whopping 10 lakh rupees for one bottle, 750 ml, and there are only 75 bottles out there, making it rarest of the rare. So yes, this is the Indian pride. This is where we have reached from the British colonial era. Jai Hind. So that's it, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a really good weekend. Happy weekend. Enjoy yourself, and keep thinking about Amrit and being proud of our country. See ya.